So this is it. You're going to learn about dry skin brushing. Now, dry skin brushing is actually something I've been teaching people for exactly 10 years. So it's been 10 years I've been showing people and teaching people how to dry skin brush. And for Pete's sake, I've always wanted to make a video. So finally I'm doing that. I know, I'm super excited, but it's for you and it's for your friends because dry skin brushing is amazing. If you're looking to how to move your lymphatic system, invigorate not just your skin, but your entire body. Your lymphatic system is what carries different hormones to the body, but it carries nutrients like vitamins and minerals, and those are important as well. So your blood does a lot of that work, but your vitamins, specific vitamins, actually stay in the lymphatic system. We want to be moving that lymphatic system. Now, your lymphatic system is actually the sewer system of the body. So picture your body divided into 4. And so you're going to go right down your governing meridian and then around your waist. So the waist and the governing meridian divides the body into 4 spots, and you have a lot of lymph nodes in the armpits and a lot of them right here in the groin. Now those lymph nodes, their job is to circulate and to cleanse. So it's going to pull up any kind of debris and try to get it out of the body. So you hear people who have cancer have their lymph nodes removed. Well, I'm very much against that because the lymph nodes are doing exactly what they're supposed to do, get rid of the cancer cells. Except those, when you have clogged lymph nodes, you need to get them unclogged. And that's one of the things we're going to teach you today. So this is one way of preventing the need of removing lymph nodes. Now, there's quite a few things you can do as well. Hot and cold compresses. If you're feeling around in there, because you can touch your body, okay? If you're feeling around there, like, oh my gosh, there's a lymph node and it's really hard, put a hot compress, then a cold compress, then a hot compress. And you're going to also learn today how to use this magical skin brush because that is the easiest way to move the lymphatic system besides exercise. The number one way to keep your lymph nodes clean is to actually exercise. So this lymphatic system with the nodes that are through the body, there's no pump. You're the pump. So you actually have to exercise the body or use a dry skin brush or take a sauna, which we talked about yesterday, in order to move the body. So again, you're going to invigorate not just your skin, but your entire body. You're going to sleep better. Your hormones are going to be accessible easier by the cells. You're going to also be able to trigger the nerve endings. So your skin is loaded with nerve endings. And when you start doing your foot, if you have neuropathy, and you start doing your foot with dry skin brushing, and then you're applying like peppermint essential oil in a carrier oil like coconut oil. You're gonna start feeling again down in those feet. We've had a lot of people do very well restoring some of their neuropathy issues by dry skin brushing, using essential oils, using nerve formulas and herbs that are good for the nerves. So again, you're gonna stimulate the body. So enough of that chat. We really recommend doing this like 2 to 7 times a day. Just kidding, 2 to 7 times a week. But you want to make sure you're doing it dry. It's a dry skin brush. You don't ever get this wet unless you're going to wash it, which we do recommend washing them maybe every few months in really nice hot water. Make sure you dry it really well. And make sure you let that dry. But the dry skin brush, this one has the mom all over it because our kids all have their own dry skin brushes. But you'll want to do this before you shower. Now, if you just got out of the sauna, you don't dry skin brush. If you just went and worked out somewhere, you don't dry skin brush. You don't ever brush wet skin. And you don't ever use a wet brush. So dry skin brush. And you want to open up these areas first. Now, there's a couple different ways of dry skin brushing. This is the particular way we've taught for many, many years. We have a very strong science behind it. And this is the way I'm going to teach you right now. You'll see some people push things to the heart. I won't push anything to the heart. It just goes against everything within me. We have a blood system and we have a lymphatic system, and they're both different. We want to use the sewer system to cleanse the body, and that's what I'm going to recommend. So first off, you're going to realize you do the left side of the body first and then the right side of the body. So when you do something on the left side, then you're going to do it on the right side. So the left side of the body, you'll take your brush and you're going to open up these lymph nodes. You're going to start working those. You're going to go 7 times clockwise and then 7 times counterclockwise. So we're going to move and open up that lymphatic system. Now that we're opening up and we're saying, hey guys, we're going to put you to work, right? And they're like, woohoo, here's your lymph nodes. You're not ever going to go over the breast. You go over your upper chest and you push towards those lymph nodes. Then you go under the breast and you go towards those lymph nodes, right? So you're going to open it up on one side and push everything over and around, so around the breast, and then do it on the other side as well. So across the top and over the bottom. Now what I do, and every once in a while I'll change it up, but I'm going to just show you what I normally do. Then I'll bring up the side of the body. So I'll literally go up the body. Now normally I would be naked, but that would be really inappropriate for the YouTube, for this video. So you keep your clothes on. and you literally just skin brush along your skin. That's what you'll be doing. So I'm keeping my clothes on, you will not. And you'll dry skin brush up your skin. Then you want to come over the back of your shoulder and you want to bring everything where? To the lymph nodes. So you're bringing it back across your back to the lymph nodes. Back across your back to the lymph nodes. Across your back and to the lymph nodes. You'll also want to remember to do your jawline. So your jawline, you'll feel lymph nodes in there. And you can go ahead and move that down to, obviously, your lymph nodes. You'll take 2 of them and you'll go up your back. So you can take 2 hands and you can rub that up your back towards your lymph node and be able to pull it over. Then you'll want to do your hands. So after you do both sides of the body, as we just showed, then you're going to want to do your fingers. So you get your fingers all excited. You're going to love this. This is my favorite part. I love doing my fingers. So you do your fingers, and then you can go ahead and go around the wrist 7 times one way, 7 times the other way, and then you open up the top of your body. And so you're going to open up the top of your body by brushing 7 times along the arm over to the lymphatic nodes. There's lymph nodes throughout your arm. There's lymph nodes throughout the entire body, except in the brain. The brain has its own lymphatic system. And then you'll do the lower arm. Now, once you've done everything on the arm, just go ahead and pull up the entire arm under the lymph nodes. So now you've done, you repeat that on the right side, you've done your entire upper body. After that, you're going to do your butt. This is the best butt talks ever. Like you're gonna love it. You're gonna strengthen up your back of your area very quickly. You're gonna notice the difference. And so you take, and there's 2 different ways you can do this. You take and you're gonna do the left side first, but because we're videoing, it's easier on the right. You're gonna take and you come right by your butt, and you're gonna come up over your hip and then down. Oh, I'm sorry. First open up the lymph areas in the groin. Karen wasn't remembering. And so you do 7 times one way, 7 times the other way, then 7 times one way, 7 times the other way. And then you come up and go over the hip to the groin area. Then you come across the back of your body over the hip. So you're actually doing the top of your butt. Then you do the lower part of the butt. Top of the butt, lower part of the butt. And you'll do that 7 times to the top, 7 times over the bottom. Now, as soon as you've opened up the groin area and you've done the top of your body, you're actually going to go to your feet. So you're going to do the feet starting at the heel. You're going to start on the heel and you're going to scrub, and you're going to scrub all of your feet, and then you do the fronts of your feet, and then your ankle, right? And left side first, and then the right side. So you do 7 times, come up, there you go. Now, we're almost done. You're going to do the upper thigh area first. So you come up the thigh, and you're going to bring that up into your groin area where you've already woken up all these lymph nodes. So you bring them all the way up, and this feels great. Like, you're going to love it. You'll turn pink, but it feels great. And you do the lower. Now, the one area that I didn't cover yet is actually your stomach. This is the most painful. Like, the only thing that you're not going to love to do is going to be your abdomen. And the abdomen I usually do after I'm done with the top of the body, before right when I do the groins, or I do the abdomen, or I do the abdomen and the groins. It just depends on what I'm doing, how fast I'm going. But there's one particular way to do the abdomen, and that is you go in circular motions. You start at the very navel of the body, and you do circular motions, and you get larger, larger, and larger, and then you come back in again. So you go the way you digest. So you're going to follow your digestion. So you start little, you come up, and you scrub the skin, and you're going to become sensitive to it. And then you come down and you go smaller again to the navel area. So again, you're going to be doing all the parts of your body. This is skin brushing 101, right? This is how to dry skin brush the body. A couple things you're going to want to remember is to wash the brush. Like I said, every few weeks you can wash the brush. Every couple of months would be preferable. That's what we do. And you're going to make sure you do things in order. Some things you don't ever want to do. I have a list of things to do. Oh, don't go over your varicose veins. And I mention that because legally I need to, but I will tell you that many years ago, I wouldn't even go in public. Now I'm 50 years old. I wouldn't even go in public. I was literally coated in veins. It was during my childbearing years, and I was drinking a lot of well water full of minerals. And those minerals literally get stuck in your veins because your heart is pounding kapow, and you're sending all of everything that's in your blood is getting sent out to through the circulatory system to the cells of the body, and then it has to come up through the veins. Well, things get dropped in the veins, right? So your vein is only so big, and if you've got a bunch of junk in the blood, or a bunch of heavy rocks or heavy rock minerals, which you get in all your spring water and well water, you get calcium deposits and iron deposits, you get all the sulfur, you get these heavy materials in your bloodstream. they don't always get up the veins. And so they start making deposits. Varicose veins are deposits. They just cause because of deposits. Spider veins, or when the varicose vein itself is too full, so now we're starting spider veins. We get really full. Honeys, I'm out there to tell you, I have these looking legs because I dry skin brush, right? So I used a dry skin brush and I went to distilled water. Distilled water will help pull all those minerals out of the body. It's like a magnet for pulling out minerals, also great for arthritis. Anyhow, and it will never pull apart the bones in your bone structure. We're talking about that in a couple weeks, so don't worry about that at all. Distilled water is amazing, but distilled water and dry skin brushing is actually how I was able to start wearing, a bathing suit again and a shorter skirt to church. Not too short, don't worry, I'm still pretty clean. But actually I was able to show my legs off again. Now, varicose veins, you do need to be careful dry skin brushing over them, especially if you're not having a bowel movements regularly. So you want to keep the body clean and then be very cautious going over varicose veins until you're in really, really good health. So again, don't go over your varicose veins. Don't go over the breast area. You don't want to go, if you have pigment loss. We have a client who has pigment loss. She can't dry skin brush because she tried it once and lost a lot more pigment. So you don't want to dry skin brush if you have pigment loss. You also don't want to dry skin brush if you have an abrasion or an infection or an open skin wound. Obviously you wouldn't want to skin brush over that, but we have so many testimonials of dry skin brushing. We had one woman in particular, and I always think of her when I teach skin brushing, because she came running up to me in the store in Wisconsin one day and she's like, Karen, I lost 20 pounds just dry skin brushing and drinking lemon water ever since I came to your detox class. That's how quickly you can lose weight, because you're breaking up cellulite. When you're dry skin brushing, you're not just doing this for fun. You're actually you're causing a lot of reactions under the skin. So you're actually breaking up cellulite. You're moving the body into the lymphatic system. So now the lymphatic system is able to cleanse and move things, right? And separate and get things over to the liver that need to go to the liver and get things out of your body that need to get out. So now your bowel movements are better. You're having more stuff in your urine because your lymphatic system is actually working. So again, am I a really big proponent of removing lymph nodes? Absolutely not. I am, however, a very big proponent of dry skin brushing and cleansing the lymph nodes with herbs, with juicing, and a really healthy diet, because your lymph nodes are the answer. It's one of the big answers to getting rid of cancer, to keeping your body and your immune system healthy. That immune system is dependent on your lymph nodes. And when the lymph nodes are removed, you lose literally part of your immune system. And so go for it. Get your dry skin brush. Bass is my favorite. This is a Bass dry skin brush, BASS, a genuine Bass dry skin brush. These are my favorite. I recommend hanging them outside of the shower. Our kids can keep them right outside the shower, and if they want to go ahead and dry skin brush before they jump in the shower, it's right there. So go, and you don't want to share dry skin brushes. I'm glad I thought of that. You don't want to share it with your husband, because think of all the bacteria that are coming out of your skin. You have so much bacteria coming out of your skin on a regular basis. You don't want to share that with each other. So get your own dry skin brush. Get one for your kids. They're like 14 or 19 bucks a piece, and just go over this video over and over again. I think that's it. I will go ahead below this post and type out what order you want to do this in, so that you'll be able to remember and have it on a sheet of paper. Just print that out. But go ahead and just start dry skin brushing. I absolutely promise you're going to feel better. Dry skin brushing is amazing. Join us for the rest of the week. We're still talking about detoxification, and next week we're actually talking about detoxifying your beauty, area, detoxifying your cleaning closet, detoxifying the mind, right? We're going to be talking about how to detoxify your phone, things that are also in part of your life. So enjoy the rest of the day, everybody. And wow, I think we got through that really quick. Have an awesome day.